A golden chest sinks beneath the gentle waves of the Nile as the rippling water glimmers under a setting sun. In the distance, a goddess with outstretched wings searches tirelessly along the riverbank, her determination shining as bright as the desert stars above. This is the story of Osiris, the first ruler of Egypt and a deity whose journey of death, resurrection, and eternal judgment shaped an ancient civilization's understanding of life beyond the mortal veil. Let's begin.
Every day, the world watches cycles, seasons shifting, crops growing, night turning to dawn, and we feel the pull of renewal without even thinking. That very pulse of nature once inspired a civilization that sought hope and meaning in the face of mortality. Osiris, the ancient Egyptian god and king, stands as one of the earliest symbols of life's continual rebirth. Osiris was not born just as a deity, but emerged from the deep roots of mythology as the son of Geb, the earth god, and Nut, the sky goddess. Imagine the earthy scent of fertile soil rising beneath vast celestial skies streaked with stars. Into this cosmic picture stepped Osiris, the first pharaoh, a beacon of civilization rising from the raw chaos of existence. He brought with him order where there had been none, teaching humanity the secrets of agriculture, which transformed flickering survival into flourishing abundance. Picture hands seated in rich earth planting grain, the golden wheat bending softly in the warm desert breeze. Before Osiris, stories say, humanity existed in a primal state, akin to wild, erratic shadows beneath the desert sun. Violence and desperation marked their lives. Osiris changed this, establishing law and morality, creating a blueprint for society rooted in fairness and harmony. He bridged the gap between gods and people, offering a guide on how to live justly in a world otherwise ruled by disorder. Yet not all welcomed this new order. Osiris's brother Set, embodying chaos, storms, and desert winds, grew consumed by envy. Set's rebellion took a dark twist when he tricked Osiris into a beautifully ornate chest, sealed it, and cast it into the Nile. Or, in another telling, he shattered Osiris's body into 14 pieces and scattered them across Egypt's vast landscape. The floodwaters swallowed the rays of sunlight, but the story did not end there. Enter Isis, Osiris's sister wife, whose love and devotion reached beyond mortal bounds. Alongside her sister Nephthys, she journeyed across the land, collecting the sacred fragments of Osiris's body. Envision a twilight search illuminated by torchlight, the silhouettes of goddesses moving silently over lush riverbanks and rocky plains. Every recovered piece a step closer to restoration. Though the phallus was lost, swallowed by a fish in the Nile, Isis's magic was profound. She reassembled and briefly brought Osiris back to life. Their reunion was not simply a return from death, but a sacred act that allowed the birth of Horus, the falcon-headed god and future protector of Egypt's throne. From this resurrection, Osiris transformed into the lord of the underworld. As ruler of the afterlife, he was not a god to fear, but a just judge. In the hall of Ma'at, the deceased's hearts were weighed against the feather of truth and justice, the divine standard for purity. This image of balance remains powerful. Every soul measured by honesty, integrity, and honor before moving on to the eternal field of reeds. A paradise beyond mortal pain and chaos. One key teaching from Osiris's myth is the idea of transformation through death and renewal. This is more than a mythological event. It echoes the cycles we live with today, the loss and rebirth in our personal and societal lives. Just as the Nile's floods rejuvenated soil and supported life, Osiris's death and resurrection symbolized the hope that endings carry the promise of new beginnings. Another lesson lies in the power of order over chaos. Osiris's very role was to establish law, civilization, and moral structure, to bring Ma'at, divine harmony, where there was once fragmentation. In modern life, this reminds us that creating balance and fairness in our communities and in ourselves requires courage and wisdom. It challenges us to resist chaos, whether that's reckless behavior, injustice, or unruly forces threatening to destabilize what we hold dear. Finally, Osiris exemplifies the eternal connection between the visible and invisible, mortal life and the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians believed that pharaohs who ruled on earth united with Osiris in death, gaining eternal life. This profound belief instills the notion that life transcends the material and that our actions resonate beyond our physical existence. It invites us to consider the legacy we nurture and the values that outlive our time on earth. Osiris's story is not simply a myth lost to antiquity. It is a reminder to embrace transformation, uphold justice and order, and acknowledge the mysteries beyond our immediate experience as fundamental to human existence.
If you find yourself overwhelmed by chaos, whether in your personal life, your workplace, or larger social upheavals, the story of Osiris offers a powerful step forward. Seek your own version of Ma'at. This means finding balance, creating order by setting clear intentions, and acting with fairness in your daily choices. Sometimes transformation begins with simple steps, like organizing your space, speaking honestly, or helping someone in need. When we commit to order and renewal, we align with forces that have guided humanity for millennia. If this message resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories that connect ancient wisdom to our modern world. Stay rooted in the wisdom of the ages.